Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Naya Chung, aka Legally Naya. Legally Naya. And I realized I'm missing a very important video on my channel, which is how to pass the MPRE the first time. Don't worry, if you are retaking the MPRE, I'm going to tell you all the tips and tricks that you need to be successful and come on top this time. And I want to make sure that if you're a first time taker, you succeed on the first go. So let me tell you everything I've learned and past mistakes of other people. And my first advice to you is use MPRE or Themis. Sometimes I hear people say they're studying with Quimby, they're studying with all these outside supplements, and I'm like, no. Choose between MPRE or Themis because that's the most comprehensive program. That's the program that gives you the most similar questions. And those are the programs that you would mainly use between the bar. So it is best to get acclimated to either of those programs now, and that will help you learn what your style is for the bar. I also want to give a disclaimer that I'm very comfortable with MPRE, so that this video is going to lean more towards MPRE and I don't know much about Themis, so take my advice about Themis with a grain of salt, but I am going to advocate for MPRE today. On top of it, I really like MPRE even more because they give you questions during the videos, as well as in the end they have 2 actual past MPRE tests, and I really recommend that you take those stimulated exams because it's as similar to the MPRE as you can get, and the videos were just very helpful. Second, I'm going to talk about MPRE more because that's what I use. To enroll into MPRE, you should go on Google and type in MPRE and the MPRE, and it'll be on the screen right here. And then you have to enroll into the course. It's not just going to be popping up in your MPRE account already. The reason why I like MPRE over Themis is because MPRE does one longer video of a subject, while Themis is typically smaller videos of one topic, so it's really a personal choice. However, I like to hear everything at once. My next piece of advice, which I feel like is the biggest piece of advice, is to look at both programs and see how long it's going to take you to do. So much people were like, oh, you only need to study for the MPRE in 1 weekend. False. The MPRE is the gateway and is an indicator of how you would do on the bar. It's a state exam, and I truly believe that it takes maybe 2 to 4 weeks to get into your head, especially when you think about your life factors and your school schedule, and you want to make sure you're understanding every single topic and you have time to do practice exams. So study in a time frame that would be best for you. I really hate when people say it only needs 3 days or a certain time frame. I feel like that's a personal choice. It took me 2 weeks because I thought that I was going to be able to have my weekends, which I didn't, because MPE and FPE were my weekends, and I didn't realize that when I signed up for the MPRE. So make sure you look at the course, you see how long it will take you. MPRE is like 20 to 30 minute videos, has like 12-13 different topics. So it's not something that I feel like you can do in a weekend. It's something that takes time and something that I feel like will be best for you, and only you can decide how long it will take you to get through those videos. With all that being said, I really think that the MPRE is not a challenging thing. It is something that you do have to study for, and I feel like you should take the time to study, because as I'm studying for the bar, it's building good study habits for you once you get to the bar as well. So take it seriously, and take it seriously that way you can get into any jurisdiction, and you will have to retake it once you want to take another state's exam and they require a certain score. So take it seriously the first time. Remember, choose MPRE or Themis. I went with MPRE. My friends who went with MPRE, they all tended to get higher scores because MPRE is more long-winded and explains a lot, but I think it really paid off in the end. And make sure you go through a whole practice exam before your exam. Another piece of advice that I want to give you is that the reason you should take the MPRE very seriously is that these rules will also appear on the bar. As I'm studying for essay with the Florida portion of the bar, a lot of it brings up professional responsibility. So take these rules seriously and get it down now, because it can pop up in your essay, and being serious when you study for this test will help prepare you when you study for the bar, a much more serious test, but build your study habits now. Another tip I want to give is that it is best if you take the class professional responsibility before you take the MPRE, because that gives you a very good foundation. And when you take that exam seriously and you take the MPRE right after that, the rules are fresh in your head. But I would still go over the MPRE or Themis course. But I do think that regardless of whether you take PR first, you could pass with MPRE or Themis. And this is just a short, quick video, but something that I really want to help everybody succeed with. And yeah, so remember, take the MPRE seriously. It's an indicator of how you would do on the bar. It's an indicator of how you study. Just know if you have to retake it, it's okay. That does not mean that you are not smart. It just means you need to give it more time. So that's all my advice that I have to give for you, and this is just a quick little video as I'm studying for the bar, and hopefully you guys do well the next time, or you guys do well the first time. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Legally Naya. Legally Naya. Bye everybody.
Period.